Hello, how's it going? It's Bastille Day, so a good day to teach Rush. Bastille Day came out in '75 off Caress of Steel, a great album. The first time I ever heard it though was on Farewell to Kings, which came out in '76, and to me that's just an epic live album, but they're both great. So get your guitar out and let's learn this thing. If you will, please hit like, subscribe, and comment. I'd appreciate your support of my channel. And here we go. Here's some Bastille Day. So the first part of the riff is that. So what you're doing, you're at E3 on the 6th string. You're going to hammer E3 to E5. Then 3 times on the G. Then F sharp, open E. So you do it twice. You move up a whole step after that and you hammer from E5 to E7 and basically do the same thing. 3 times on the E5, E4, E2. All right, so now we're at the main riff. So what I'm doing, I'm playing an E, just the 6th, 4th, and 3rd string, so I'm just barring there at the 2nd fret. My first finger. To a G, to a C. How he's playing a C here, he's not really playing like that, the bar chord. Has his first finger over the 3rd fret, okay? And then with his 3rd finger, he's at D5, 4th finger, G5. He does that a lot. That's something as a rhythm player that he uses that voicing quite a bit. So that's a C. Then move up a whole step. Same chord voicing. All right, at the 5th fret there, your first finger to the 5th fret. To an A, back to the D. So E, G, C, D, A, D. So the rhythm's like. And that's also where the verse starts. And then during the chorus, you have this. So this is G. You gotta play that chord and then play an F sharp note to a G. Like that. Then to a C, add 9. All right. That's the B there. On the A5, you play that. G to an A to the D. And you do it again. This time it's a G to A. All right. So then it goes through the second verse again, and yeah, let's see. It goes through the second verse, and also the second chorus. There's also, there's the unison bends. Okay, so a unison bend. The first one, I'm going to have my first finger. These are all the same shape. So you're just going to be, you keep your fingers the same. We're just going to be moving them up and down the neck. So for example, my first finger on the first one, my first finger is going to be at B8, and my third finger is going to be at G10. And what's important though, you want to have your second finger at G9, because you're going to bend up. If you don't bend, it's going to sound like this. So you want to bend up to where they're in unison. So you're going to bend up on the third string. You want to keep your first string stationary, all right? All right, so that's where my third finger is on G10. Then the next one, it's the same voicing, so I'm going to move back a half step. My third finger is on G9 there. Then back to where it's, so then I go back to the first time where my third finger is on G10 and play it twice. Then I go to where my third finger is on G7. All right, so we've gotten this far. All right, now my third finger is going to go to G9, then to third finger on G7, then my third finger is on G3, third finger G5, third finger on G7. All right, so now we're going to go back to where the beginning is, and you go third finger G10, third finger G9, then third finger G10, play it twice, third finger G7, third finger G9, third finger G12. So just remember, when I say the third finger on the B string, just remember whatever fret I'm saying. So if I'm saying third fingers on G10, for instance, make sure your second finger is at G9 so you can have the strength to pull it up, and your first finger is going to be on the B string, a whole step below that. In this case, it would be B8. All right. Okay, just remember that. Okay, so then we're going to go to after the that's C, D, E. They're all power chords. Got to slide back, and there we go to. All right, so now we're at the solo. So this is a. That's playing over a D and an A, okay? The D and the A chord. So that's B5, or B8, B7, B5. Then bend up. Play that 4 times on B8, then that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times on B8. And that lick right there is pretty quick. He's pulling off B8 to B7 to B5. That's G7 to G5. G7 to B5. Then that's a pull off from G7 to G6 to D7. Okay, so it's then you're gonna go up a whole step because the next chord is. So you're gonna go. All right, so this is D9, G8, G9 to G11. Then that's G11 to G9. Then you go. All right, this lick is right, kind of similar to what we started a whole step below. It's a. So you're bending on a B10 4 times, then 4 times on B10. That's it. Yeah, that's the same lick right there as earlier at the beginning of the solo. That's B10, pull off to B9, to B7, G9, B7. Then that's a lick is a G9 to G8. You pull off there, and then to D9. Then, so that's, yeah, G9, G8 to D9, and then G9, G8 to D9. And you have this, all right, pretty fast. So what's going on here? That is A or D7. Yeah, G6 to G7. Pull off to G6 to D7. You have the same pattern. G6, G7, B5, B7, pull off to B5 to G7. So it's now we're at B5. Okay. B5, B8, B7, pull off to B5, to G7, to B5, G7 twice. Then the second time you're going to pull off to G6, to D7. Then this, all right, that's the first part of the lick. Then you go, all right, so this time you're starting at the G6, hammer to G7, B7, and then pull off to B5, to G7, then to B5, B8, pull off, B7, G7, B5, G7, G6, D7. Do that lick twice. That's over the E to B flat. Okay, that's G9, G8. That's D7. That's D9, G8, G7, B7, B9, 10. All right. Let's see. It's kind of a weird lick. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. That's you're gonna pull off on B7 or B10, B9 to B7. G9, B7, G9, slide back to G8, then to D9. Okay, and then the last part is all right, so this is just I don't know his exact rhythm. It's pretty close. You're pulling off from G5, G4 to open G. Then G4, G5. All right. That's G4, G5, G7. G4. Then you're going to pull off G5, G4 to open G. So that's kind of what it is right there. So, all right. So now we're back to the. What is it? you want to do that, that's bending up on B8. That's an A chord. That's I have my first finger on D7 and fourth finger G9. A. So it goes back to, I think, the last verse, and it's playing the. Then. Yeah, it finishes out and does the. All right, so what this is, this rhythm is going from A or D to an A, then that's a G. So you play the 6th and 5th and open D string, F sharp to an E. Do it again. Now we're going from an E to a B. Then let's play an open A right there. Play the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string to a E4 to E2. And the last time it goes to the A, and then it just plays the G sharp. And then it goes. All right, so this is A3, A3, A4, A5, E3, E4, E5. All right, so this is done 3 times, actually 3 different ways. It starts A3, A4, A5, E3, E4, E5. Play the E5 twice. Then the second time, it's A4 and A5. Then E3, E4, E5. All right, so we're good this far so far. Done this so far. Then it goes. Last time it's on a downstroke, so it's A4, A5, E3, E4, E5. All right, so it's. Now we're going to move up a whole step. All right, that's A6, A7, E5, E6, E7. Then the last one is that's E7 or A7, A8, E6, E7, E8. There's that's what we were doing earlier, the G with the F sharp. B, open A, and A, D, power chord, all right, so yeah, it's just You're going to finish off with there's a G, D twice. That's G. I'm sorry. Play the G twice there. C sharp, which is A4, to the D. All right, which is A5. Open E. And that's it right there. So I love playing Rush tunes, the ones that I can play. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you got some good things out of this. And I will see you in another lesson here down the road. Y'all have a great rest of the day. All right, take care. Bye.